Hey, Topping Our Lives Math and History, and we are going to take a look at Venn diagrams, but with word problems. So we have been taking a look at Venn diagrams in the past, but what happens if we get this kind of word problem right here? So looks like there's a lot of information. Let's read carefully. In a survey of 110 college freshmen, 25 took physics, 45 took biology, and 48 took mathematics. But here's the catch. 10 took physics and math, 8 took bio and math, and 6 took physics and bio. But the last information is 5 took all of the 3 subjects. So this does sound like a lot of information. But for us to understand how to visualize and organize, yeah, we will use a Venn diagram right over here. So the hardest part about trying to understand the problem is thinking really fast. Because the problem does give us a really good hint that 48, for example, took mathematics. But we don't know how much of the 10 took physics with math and the 8 took math alongside bio. We need to know how many exactly just took math, just took physics, and just took biology. So, what piece of information can help us get to a strong start? Well, if you take a look at this part, 5 took all 3 subjects, that clue right there is definitive because that only tells us that only 5 took all of the 3 subjects. So if we go to the Venn diagram, we can say that the letter U, which is the middle, is going to represent the number 5. This is going to be very, very helpful because if we know that 5 students took all of the 3 subjects, that means that we can use the number 5 to look for how many of the 10 took physics and math, how many of the 8 took bio and math, how many of the 6 took physics and bio. So what we can do over here is we can set up the equations to help us define what is T, what is U, and what is the letter X of the 5. So right over here are some equations, where P represents physics, M represents mathematics, and B represents bio. We already know that 10 took physics and math according to the Venn diagram. So physics and math is V and U. 8 people took bio and math, and that is 8 people took bio and math, which is U and X. So right over here, bio and math is U and X. And the last part, 6 people took physics and bio, which is T and U, which is the intersections between physics and biology, T and U. So going to this process here, using the number 5 denoted as the letter U, we can substitute 5 here, and here, and here, and try to use an algebra problem to get us to what are the results of the intersections. So here's what happens. 5 plus the variable of V equals 10. What is V? Yeah, V equals 5. So of the 5 that took all 3 subjects, there's only 5 of them that only took physics and math. So what we're gonna do is write in the number on the Venn diagram that for physics and math, V is going to be 5. If we take a look at the second part, 5 plus x equals 8, what is x? 5 plus 3 equals 8. So our x equals 3. So out of the 5 that took all of the subjects, 3 of them are the only people that took biology and math. And we get to also shade in u and x. So here's u and here's x. So 3 people only took biology and mathematics. If we take a look at the last part, t plus 5 equals 6. What is t? 1 plus 5 equals 6. So our letter t is going to be equal to 1. There's only one person in the entire group where they only took physics and biology. So t on the Venn diagram, we only do the number 1. So we are now half done with the entire problem because we now figured out of the 5 people that took all subjects, how many individuals just took a combination of just 2 classes. Now all we need to do is mathematically understand how many only took physics, how many only took biology, and how many only took mathematics. Let's see what happens. So right over here, since we found everything in the inside, we now want to know how to find everything on the outside. So we already have figured out half of the entire problem, which was trying to juggle out all this stuff right here. Check. What we have to do now is make equations where we are given the problem or the ideas. 25 took physics, 45 took biology, and 48 took mathematics. So right over here are 3 equations. From the information that we got over here using the intersections and the assigned letters that are part of it, we're going to put them into the respective letters over here and find out how much only took each subject. But here's the thing first. Physics is assigned the letter S. So we're going to put in the physics equation a circle right here, because that's what we're trying to find. Biology is assigned the letter W. So we're going to put in biology the letter W highlighted. And for mathematics, it's going to represent the letter Y. So we're trying to find Y in that equation. So let's get started. We have T plus U plus V. So T plus U plus V, that is going to be 1 plus 5 plus 5. And that is going to equal 11. If we take a look at biology, we have U plus W plus X. So U is 5 and X is 3. So 5 plus our missing number, W, plus 3 equals, 5 plus 3 is 8. And for math, U plus V plus X plus Y, U and V are 5 and 5. So 5 plus 5 plus our X is 3 right there, plus, we don't know what our Y is. So 5 plus 5 plus 3 is 13. And since we have the numbers that were added without the variables, we will be able to understand how much only took math, how much only took physics, how much only took biology, and how much only took mathematics. So, 25 minus 11 is 14. So, only 14 people took only math. Only 14 people took only physics right here. So we're going to put 14 right there and circle it in. 45 minus 8 is 36. So 36 people only took biology. And we're going to put 36 into the bubble right here. And the last problem, mathematics, 48 minus 13, equals 35. So there are only 35 people or students that just took only math in the survey. So we have done it. We have found every piece of information that we needed in our Venn diagram. If your teacher or professor asks you simple questions like how many people took math and physics, then you already are given the cheat sheet answers that you've already done in all this kind of math. This will answer all your questions. I hope this video has helped you understand Venn diagrams, but with word problems. Thank you for watching Taoping Airlines Math Industry. Like and subscribe. Oh, and I forgot to check this off right here. Check, and done.